The British King George, 1865–1936, decided to break relations with his two cousins, German Emperor Wilhelm II, 1859–1941, and Russian Emperor Nicholas II, 1868–1918. After Nicholas II, George V's first cousin, was overthrown from the Russian throne during the Revolution of 1917. The British government offered Nicholas II and his family political asylum, but George opposed this decision, seeing the Romanovs' presence in his country inappropriate. After Nicholas and his family were killed by the Bolsheviks, George V wrote in his diary, "It was a foul murder. I was devoted to Nicky, who was the kindest of men and thorough gentleman, loved his country and people." However, only 2 years later, a British battleship was sent to Crimea to rescue the 72-year-old Maria Feodorovna, 1847–1928, Nicholas II's mother and, at the same time, George V's aunt. George V belonged to the House of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha, which ascended the British throne in 1901 with his father Edward VII, 1841–1910, the son of Queen Victoria, 1819–1901, and Prince Albert of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha, 1819–1861. But on July 17, 1917, during the days of World War I, George V changed the name of the British royal house from the German-sounding House of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha to the House of Windsor. This was inspired by the whole anti-German sentiment in the United Kingdom during World War I. Accordingly, the German titles of all kings' relatives were relinquished. Instead, George V created his male relatives' British equivalents. House of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha and the last Romanovs are related through two people. The first is Queen Victoria, grandmother of Europe, Alexandra Feodorovna, 1872–1918, Nicholas's wife, was Victoria's granddaughter. The second, the aforementioned Maria Feodorovna, Nicholas's mother and the wife of Alexander III of Russia, was the sister of Alexandra of Denmark, 1844–1925. Mother of George V. Their father was Christian IX of Denmark, 1818–1906, grandfather of both Nicholas II and George V. The House of Saxe-Coburg and the Romanovs' bloodlines had met even earlier. Princess Juliane of Saxe-Coburg-Saalfeld, 1781–1860, was the wife of Grand Duke Konstantin Pavlovich of Russia, 1779–1831, brother of Emperor Alexander I of Russia, 1777–1825. In Russia, Princess Juliane became Grand Duchess Anna Feodorovna. The marriage of Anna Feodorovna and Konstantin Pavlovich was short-lived and bore no children. Through this marriage, however, Leopold, 1790–1865, Anna Feodorovna's brother and the future King of Belgium, had the chance to serve in the Russian army. It is also remarkable that Anna Feodorovna's sister, Princess Antoinette, 1779–1824, was the aunt of the Russian emperors Alexander I and Nicholas I, 1796–1855, because she married Duke Alexander of Württemberg, 1771–1833, brother of Maria Feodorovna, Sophie Dorothea of Württemberg, 1759–1828, who became wife of Paul I of Russia, 1754–1801, and the mother of Nicholas I and Alexander I.